I be in the club, just straight up jorking it. And by it, I mean, my peanuts. I will, I'm gonna be 80 saying that. I cannot be stopped. I must always be talking about my peanuts. Oh my goodness, meat at tier 2? I don't deserve that. Not after what I just said. For so many reasons. Oh my goodness, I'm so sniffly today. How gross. How just disgusting. Because, you know, everything else about me is so pleasant. What was I just thinking of? I don't know. The people are so supportive here. Is real. I don't like any of that sentence. Meat, not in the slightest. And also, wait, let me check something before we come off. Starting soon. Yes, that should be okay. That should be how it is. Good. But people are so supportive. Fucking, I feel like people were always very generous about subbing to the channel, and lately a decent amount of people are just like, okay, now tier 2, and I'll be like, what? Excuse me? You don't have to. A regular sub is more than appreciated. Tier 2 is wild. Tier 2 is insano mode. I cannot believe that. So yes, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Helps out. I was talking to a friend I was thinking of the other day about maybe canceling the idea of like the monthly goals and everything. I mean, maybe I should just keep it going, because since I'm getting a full-time job, I might be moving out, and maybe the bills will be in such a way that I need monthly goals, but we'll see. I'll take it easy until we actually, you know, get an idea of what the future looks like. Well, speaking of what the future looks like, though, the time has come to draw a little fossily lad. Like so many things, I tried to make this a comic a while ago, but recently I decided, you know what would be cool? What if we made it a fake video game instead? So that's what we are going to be doing. I'm trying to decide, because this was page 1. So we got this page 1, and then trying to figure out like what would look good as a page layout. I almost feel like having the little rectangle to show off a Fossil Boy would be better here, so that way it kind of creates a maze feeling as you read through this. So you go like this, down, this way, up that way. Even if that's not the way I lay out the, you know, the paragraphs, it would create a cool flow. I'll try it out. I'll try it out. Who knows? But I hope everyone's having a good day. My day was fine. I got, you know, first full-time week at work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'd really say I'm, you know, excited or what have you. I am more so nonplussed. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Sure. I'll be sure to make myself some sandwiches. There's other details that I don't really feel at liberty to discuss about kind of, you know, how about my full-time job position, but They range from having me disgruntled to okay. So I feel like the best thing is that like when I was part-time, they had my paycheck, they had the benefits in such a way that I was getting like a day off with each paycheck. And I was wondering if that was the same for full-time, and it is. So every time I get paid, I can just take a day off. It feels so weird because when I got my day job not so long ago, I was like, I'm kind of burnt out and actually already need a break. And now I've upgraded to full-time, and I'm feeling like that again, just because it's been that the last time I had a break was then. So I don't have anything planned right now, mostly because I need to save up money. But vacation would be nice. I like a vacation. I almost feel like what would be cool is if this general area over here, we had some diagrams of Fossil Boy's hand, because his hands got little tools in them. So oh no, I don't know. Maybe like have it like here. How do you draw hands? You know, the problem with drawing hands back to back, I'll say, is that the thumb, like if I draw this hand and then flip it, the thumbs point at each other, so you need even more room. Oh yeah, I can imagine me. Like, you know, I want to be like a streamer / artist guy, and that's the kind of job you're kind of doing all the time. But like it's like it comes with the territory, and I like the territory, so I'm willing to accept that. But if it's just your day job, having to be ready 24/7, I wouldn't be thrilled about it. I'll tell you that much. You know what I might need? I might need a fucking I might need the fucking anatomical diagram of a hand, at least as far as the skeleton goes. So up. There we are. And then honestly, just flip this over. My mental health just yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, I'd like a break, but I'm trying to find balance in life, which honestly I think would be rapidly improved when I move out. So I'm not trying to do anything too hasty right now, you know? Like, I'm just gonna hang out for a bit and see where life takes me. Also, we should have the title right around here, I would say. So then this here is text and this here is text. Well, I think that works out pretty dang well, if you ask me. But yeah, finding balance in life, etc., very important. it's not good to just keep going on if it's constantly draining you. Because fucking that's not that literally the opposite of sustainable. I mean, I kind of am now, meat, but again, I think I feel like one of the largest things that keep me from going full steam ahead right now is like still not having my own space. So when we get there, I'll be planning everything around Cahill and my ability to pursue my passions as full-time shit on top of working my job. But right now I live with people, and private Cahill plans can get interrupted pretty easily. So heck, that's a benefit to streaming. I tell people, hey, I'm going to be on the internet for a while. Don't interrupt me, or else you will be broadcasted online. And they say, you got it, pal. Why am I so snotty today? It's so gross. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The biggest step I'm taking right now is kind of conceiving a certain idea and turning it into a book as opposed to like a full-fledged art project. Not this one. Different thing than I had originally envisioned. And I don't know. Hopefully that'll be easy to monetize and get people to like. We'll see. I feel like the bigger problem with that is more so that I haven't read a proper novel in a long time. I've talked about that. Fucking. Also, this is a bad sketch. I don't like the way my guy is posed here. How about this? How about we do a kind of like this. So that's his central line. Got an arm coming up here. Follows the central line at some point. Arm going this way. Foreshortening. Other art principles. There. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. I don't know what those words mean, meat. Oh, scope. Okay, there you go. I read the sentence before it. And I understand those words now. That was a me problem. As is so often the case. Round. Man, between Fossil Boy and... Because, like, I've made... If y'all follow my shit, you know, I put out a cover for Fossil Boy. But that was purposely meant to invoke, like, bad, misleading art from products in the 80s. And, like, that fucking... He's a round boy. He's a round guy. You got it, mate. And on top of the Wallop Brothers, it's just round dudes around here. I don't know what... listen, that's me learning from classic cartoons more than anything else. Classic cartoons said fucking make them circles, and I said alrighty then, and I made everyone circles. So the rounder the better. Less sharp angles, 5 head. Have you done any 3D modeling? Very briefly. I meant to follow up with it for animation, and don't tell my parents this, but I decided if that's where an animation career path must lead me, I'd rather just break into illustration instead. Like, if y'all like 3D modeling out there, fantastic. I don't particularly care for it. I don't like working with 3D in computers. So I'll just keep drawing. When do you become a full-time Kirby streamer? I don't know. I'm fucking when people show up to a lot of Kirby streams, you know? I forget how Adventure did. We streamed Adventure not too long ago, and I wasn't really noting down its numbers, but yeah. My answer to that, me, is fucking when Kirby becomes so topical enough that I'm confident people will show up to the streams for it. Hi, Juice. Boys indeed. Juice, do you think people would show up to a Kirby stream many times over? Do you think people would see Kirby streams and say, ooh, piece of candy? Ooh, piece of candy. Lord, I was in call with Stealth the other day, and I asked him a creative question. He was like, oh, I have no data for that. I don't know. I'm not an expert. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. Gut reaction, yes or no? I know my friends aren't experts in many of the fields I ask them questions in. In fact, if I'm counting on that, I'll usually come to them saying, I believe you're an expert in this field, you know? I'll be like, I'm asking you because I know you'll probably have the right answer. And if you don't, let me know. But for the most part, I'm just like, hey, fill in the blanks of my thoughts. I'm begging you. Was that yes to Kirby, Juice? Should we be playing, should we start binging Kirby games? As opposed to Donkey Kong Country 2. That was gonna be my playthrough. That was gonna be my playthrough starting next week, but we could always do Superstar instead. I could always break out the SNES Mini and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna beat up a clown. They were unpredictable as hell. Yeah. I ask people that. Okay. Well, first off, if we play Kirby, you can't be having that kind of language. Not while Kirby's here. Not in our house of God. Pig, do you think people would show up for Kirby, yes or no? I mean, if people are... You know what? How about Cahill... Random spontaneity. Cahill switches stream plans. Because people have demanded Kirby. I was also thinking earlier today, it's like, man, I know more Bible quotes. And good Bible quotes, by the way. Not any of that fucking, you know... Whatever the like the mad-libbed, smushed together text that homophobes use, where they're literally just picking singular words and mashing them together to say something bad, and saying the Bible said it. But I know more Bible verses from Kirby than years of private school. Deliver me unto my enemies, O Lord. Shout out to Terminal Montage. He's an infinitely more popular streamer and artist than I am, but shout out. Oh, fuck. Do I have the T-Rex? Oh, beans. Hello? Did I accidentally open something? I did. New note. Balls. Perfect. I don't care about notes. Do I have the T-Rex skull in here? Heck yeah! Thanks, Juice. Okay, we have Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, there it is. It's hard to know what a T-Rex skull looks like offhand. I love how, in many ways, and I'm sure maybe Meat / Juice / whoever said it might have noted it, and which is why they said things. But fucking, I love how Fossil Boy's design is largely like Kirby meets Mega Man. But whereas those two have incredibly simplistic designs, I've decided to deck him out with bones. He's wearing bones, which I have to repeatedly draw on him. Thus making it a scramble for reference every time I decide to draw one of my characters. Outside of that one thing, he couldn't be easier to draw. But thanks to that decision, he becomes wildly difficult. Like Cubone. I would argue Cubone's easier, Juice, because it's a Pokemon skull, which is also a fictional animal. Do you know how many fucking dinosaur nerds? Meat, shut up. First off, Meat, this is supposed to be like, I'm doing this book because of the, like, you know, terminal montage, not terminal montage, Super Eye Patch will fake video game essay. So yeah, maybe a 3D model would be appropriate, but I don't do that. And if I'm not making something harder on myself, is this even a Cahill stream? You know? Like, why do anything at all if I haven't put unnecessary, like, fucking qualifiers on it? Oh, you mean like make like a 3D model for, like, reference and stuff. I thought you meant just, like, import 3D model image. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. You're right. I realized that too late, but... Anyway. Also, this is what sucks about being a uh-oh, I drew that on the wrong layer. Anyway. This is what sucks about fucking... Oh my lord. I'll just erase it. About, you know, being an autistic creator. I know some of those people out there with the dinosaur autism. They will bust down the door the moment I start drawing this skull wrong. they will dissect it to no end. They'll be like, well, actually, since T-Rex... Since we know T-Rex gave the meanest sloppy toppy, its upper jaw would actually kind of have more of a vacuum-esque design. Since we know that all velociraptors were bottoms. Also, I love how I've technically included a spoiler on the very first piece of art for this project. You'll love to see it. I mean, that is kind of the case with... Damn it! Wrong fucking layer again. I fucking hate digital art. That's why I don't do modeling either. I'm not a model. What layer is this on? It's on this layer. Okay. Lord in heaven, computers. Have a good lurk, Meat. Anyway. Yeah. Dinosaurs are cool. I never got really into them as a kid. Obviously, the idea of them fucking rules. Everyone should agree on that part. But I don't know, I wasn't like... Like Juice brought up Cubone, I was much more interested in memorizing Pokemon than dinosaurs. Like Pokemon were basically just dinosaurs that were in a cool game that I could play and make friends with in, you know? And some people might be like, well, what about Fossil Fighters? First off, you only know about Fossil Fighters because of the Jaden Animations video. And second off, fucking the Pokemon ripoffs, especially in the early days, Pokemon ripoffs before indie games were a major thing, were not high in quality. You know what I'm saying? Like back when companies were the ones in. But what about those Legos? Exactly. Like I was just saying, different brands of autism. But what was it just thinking of? Damn bit. Something Pokemon. Something whatever. Oh well. It's gone forever. Oh yeah. Before you know, people were able to make their own versions of stuff. With the advent of Steam and shit and indie devs, companies were more so just trying to get the same profits as that Pokemon got, not create the same feelings and game experience. You know, they were focused on monetary results, not gameplay results, which means I'd probably just rather play Pokemon. And heck, now I have a lot of DS Pokemon cartridges, which is pretty good, because if I wanted to buy those these days, it'd be like $1 million bajillion. Also, chat, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something and you promise not to get mad? So, as of getting a full-time job, I decided to treat myself. I've been decently good at saving money recently. So I gave some to projects, to stuff in Operation Olive Branch. And I got myself something, which is, I was like, I need a new game to play. So I finally started up Final Fantasy IX, been loving it. And I was like, didn't they have Final Fantasies on DS? Like, mainline Final Fantasies? They did. And not only did they have that, but GameStop still sells it for some reason. They sell it for like $20. And I was like, if I get this is the one thing I'm getting for myself for like a month. But I decided to, because one, I would like to try more Final Fantasies, and two, fucking, I don't trust GameStop with DS cartridges. They'll tell one of their fucking employees to go throw it in the fire one day. I just know it. So, those are gonna be here. Heck, maybe I'll play it on stream one time. If I get through Final Fantasy 3 and 4. What was I thinking of? And I'm like, these are good, I should play them on stream. Then, maybe I'll be like, hey guys. A while ago, I got a new cable to hook up my DS to my Capture DS to the PC. I still have yet to test that. There hasn't been much need. But I mean, hey, if we start playing Kirby, then I have Robobot and Triple Deluxe here to play, so we'll test it out with that. Yeah. Cahill can have little game as treat. I do still have a decent backlog. Here's the problem. So my backlog includes, among games I got a while ago for GameCube, I also got Ghost of Tsushima here, which I got a while ago. I still have to play. And I was playing it, and then I stopped for a while, and when I was like, should I pick it up again? I remember that the Elden Ring DLC is coming out soon. Granted, I might not get that right away, if I've already spent money on DS cartridges. But I was like, I should probably lay off committing to a bunch of big games until Elden Ring is over. So, no Ghost of Sushi for a while. Yeah. I love how I was in a call with Stealth the other day, as I mentioned. And he mentioned like an old game, and I was like, I'll go get it. He was like, damn it. I've triggered Cahill. He went out and get it without even knowing why. He said Yoshi's Cookie, that was it. Stealth mentioned the ideas of Yoshi's Cookie, and I said I must go buy Yoshi's Cookie. He said, Cahill, no. I don't. Let's see. How much does a copy of Yoshi's Cookie go for? I'm not buying it. I don't want Yoshi's Cookie. It's Yoshi's Cookie. Price. Shopping. $10, yeah. $10, $15, $15, $10. That's the thing with NES games. They're either like the collectors, they're the collector shit, which is like $80 to $100, or they are $10. So what's great about buying NES games. But that's the thing, right? That's why, even though I know that, I don't go out and just always look for NES games to collect. One, because I don't have space, and I can't play them that fast. And I do like playing through the games I get. I try to hit credits on any game I buy. And, fucking being like, it's only $10, 100 times means you have spent $100. That's how math works. So, yeah, you can't just buy some. You can't saying many things are cheap equals one expensive thing. Unfortunately, is how math works. So, you gotta be a bit more careful. How about I go to the pause screen real quick? Not because I'm leaving, but rather because I'd like to pull up some reference. I like to see what a hand skeleton looks like. Skeleton hand. Lord, do y'all remember? Okay, there's a new TikTok sound going around. I talk about these too much, but shut up, listen. But one that's popular right now is like, I don't know if it's like a song or if it's just the sound made for this specifically. But it's like, name a more iconic duo than a twink and a redhead. A twink and a redhead, right? That's the sound. That's it. Print, cut it. Fucking, I saw that, and and the edit that it was put to was Scary Godmother. Y'all know Scary Godmother. Y'all know Scary Godmother. She was the redhead. I forget what the skeleton's name is, but he was the twink. And I mean, he is a twink. He couldn't be more of a twink, literally being a skeleton. So, but I'm glad I had seen that sound before, because I feel like it made it even more impactful. It's already pretty impactful because it's like a rare Scary Godmother mention, but then it's also impactful because it fits with the trend, which is the best news. I should make giant bees in Fossil Boy's world. And you might be like, Cahill, giant bees are terrifying. They will evolve to be incredibly cute. Fossil Boy's world is mostly filled with very large reptiles and, well, amphibians. Reptiles and amphibians. Because he lands on a planet rich in oxygen. And if you know anything about prehistoric times, then you know what rich in oxygen does to normally small animals. Like centipedes. They make them human centipede size. And I've never seen human centipede, and I don't want to. Does it hold any merit as like legitimately scary, well-made horror movie? Or I forgot that he only has 4 fingers. I mean, this still works legitimately. But fucking but like something is wrong. What was I talking about? Collecting old games, skeletons. I was trying to think, is there any old games with skeletons that I don't already own? Not really. I already got like Legend of Zelda on the NES. That's all that matters to me. Old classic Legend of Zelda bops. See, that's the other thing. I need to look this up. I'm sorry, I'll get back to drawing in a second. Release date. November. Oh, so we still okay. For some reason I thought Donkey Kong Country 2 released in June, and I was like, we can play it for the release date. No, it's November. And I was gonna play Donkey Kong Country 3 in December. So, kind of works out. Juice, quickly, how do robotics work? Quickly, smarter people in chat, tell me how all robots work. You know, like, I get wanting something more sophisticated and human-like in robotics. I cannot summarize that in a short essay. But why do people pour so much effort into giving robots realistic human hands when when easily they could just have a claw to you know to perform the function of grabbing? Like, that's the same shit, you know? Give them a fucking carnival claw. It'll go fine. It'll go fine. Give them little toe beans. Underneath Fossil Boy's gloves are toe beans. Open it. Oh my goodness. Did I show you Spider-Man? Have you colored a Spider-Man Kingfisher? Because you can always put that in art gallery. That'd be super cool. Or I can always see it in DMs later. It's up to you. A starry with a raid. Little City Big Kitty. I had seen that game. That game seems really cute. I haven't gotten it. I was just talking about, it's like I already bought myself some games for cheap. We're done. Can't be buying more, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad. Welcome in, Astarian Raiders. Press Y to meow. That's even better. I saw fucking Barry. I watched a VOD of his where he played Duck Detective, which is also a new game. And Duck Detective has you pressing like the inspect button when there is nothing to inspect in order to quank. That was very good. But welcome in. I'm Cahill. I'm an artist, and you know, recently I've done more art off streams than on stream, but look at me go. I'm doing some art on streams. We're working on a little book diagram thing right now. So I hope you'll consider joining us. I was gonna play something different soon, because I'm kind of in between games right now, but then everyone in chat just started yelling at me to play Kirby. So we're probably gonna play Kirby, like a lot of Kirby games pretty soon. So I hope you'd consider following for that. And my art. Yeah, also feel free to head to bed if you need to. I always understand. I appreciate the raid. You're great. I also love Cord. Can we do Dream Course? I mean, Pig, I mean, not Pig. Juice, do you have... We can... Do you want to, like... Juice, if you want to do, like, 1 or 2 streams of Dream Course, we can do that. Hey, Cahill, I can't help but notice you're not playing Critter right now. Yeah, we got a lot to do. Also, I don't know how public this is, or should be right now, but you know what else I'm going to be playing soon? Mince Raft. We're going to be playing some Minecraft decently soon with Vegeta, because I was like, God, Vegeta, we've tried several games together. They've ended in disaster thanks to technical difficulties. What can we do? And we were like, Minecraft. And if that doesn't work, well, God will just damn our souls to hell. So we're going to be doing that, I believe, next Saturday. So yeah, Kirby and Minecraft's here. So I hope you consider following for that. Lord. Does the Game Grumps hack of Kirby Golf come with, like, online play? Because that thing is purposefully made to be a much expanded version of fucking regular Kirby Golf. And just having more Kirby Golf is the correct option. So, I'm not even sure I would want a new Kirby Golf because I love the pixely art style of the original. Like, it would be upsetting to me if they made a new one and it was wildly different looking, if it wasn't as cute. But yeah. Also, we will be playing Minecraft. I will not be making an apology video for anything I do on or off the server. Cahill Comics, listen, you listen to me right now. I can't guarantee legally, I can't guarantee that a lot of things from this company, but fucking one thing I can guarantee is that you will not come to enjoy my Minecraft series only to find out I'm a awful scumbag who needs charges brought against them later. I can get not going down that direction. It's so easy not to, actually. So don't you worry about it. Heck, if there's one thing I love to say, it's the only thing I groom is my 2 Persian cats. So, Lord, I was playing content warning with Pig and Max, and I made that joke. That video is so wild. Because fucking I didn't even know who that person was, but I was convinced that she was guilty after hearing what she decided to do. She said, "This is the best measured response to these allegations, right?" And I said, "Actually, I think you're double guilty." So, I'm sorry, we can move on to from awful YouTubers now, but I think about that a lot. Not a lot. Every now and then, though. Every now and then, someone mentions apology videos or ukuleles or what have you. And I think back to it. Was that during COVID? Was that during quarantine times? I don't want your cheap viewers. Thank you, Juice. I can also guarantee you won't find out that I've been some kind of viewer's bot after I've played Minecraft. Another guarantee I can make. I'm not a robot. Trust me, I know. I'm head honcho. That is true. I was literally, Juice, I'm not gonna lie to you. You said that and did that, and my knee-jerk response was like, I'm gonna start reading Juice live on the air again. But I'm not going to. Why? Because you're funny, okay? You're very funny. And I'm like, oh, Juice did this one thing, and now I'm thinking, but if I do that, you'll be like, it's me. Also, if I have a GameCube, should I just get Kirby's Air Ride? Is it a good single player game? I'm almost certainly never going to have anyone who wants to play it in person. So, how's fucking F-099 doing? Because, like, fucking, like, Tetris 99 had a decent lifespan, and I know there were, like, Mario 35 doesn't count. To be clear, of all those games that don't count, Mario 35 counts the least. They announced F-099 after a good long time of that trend kind of being over. Well, that's good. Are enough people playing it? That's always the big thing. That's typically what scares me away from online multiplayer. I'll say one thing. That's what, like, when I was thinking, because the last game I played personally was Hades. I was like, should I replay Hades? And then I said no, and then I said yes, and then I said no, and then I said yes, and then I beat Hades. But I was like, what should I play? Like, if I want to have a good downtime hobby, what should it be now? And I was looking at some of the different games I got. You know, I was like, yeah. And I was like, I still have FF 9 and 8 on my backlog. And now, like, we're gonna play FF 9. Honestly, before I play FF 8, because think about this, I was like, Pig will be so sad knowing that I would rather play this game rather than one he speaks so highly of. But before I play that, I should sit Pig down and be like, okay, Pig, I want you to explain to me, like a toddler, how the power system works in FF8. Because from what I know, it's something like, you know, in, like, okay, for FF7 terms, it's like the enemy magic materia, where you, I believe, like, you're able to learn moves from battles after having done those battles, etc., etc. But to me, like, it's the one time where instead, well, like, usually I'm so adamant against people telling me how to do shit in a game, I just want to do my own thing. I'm like, if I want to get the fullest experience out of FF8 without being frustrated the whole time, I'm gonna need Pig to tell me, this is how you do battles in FF8. Because part of what made me look up the Final Fantasies on DS was so often when I get the RPG itch, I'm like, I want a relatively simple RPG. I don't want a dissection of the genre. I want equipping numbers and learning spells to be better at fighting, and then I kill a deity at the end of it, you know? And FF9 seems to be delivering on that so far, in that its battle system is pretty straightforward. But then it made me think, like, you know, if I wanted to play older Final Fantasies, I remember the DS ones, yada yada yada. So. And I believe I've heard really good things about 3. Not 6, not American 3. Japan Final Fantasy 3. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like I've heard people say they like it. So. Hopefully I'll like it too, but I gotta get through 9 first. But 5 is really good. I was thinking about that. So here's the thing, Beppa, right? I don't know if I'll ever get like 15 or 16, but I was like, I have on Switch, I have 6 through 10. And now on DS, I will have 3 and 4. Fucking. At some point, I should probably look at the best way to get a copy of 5. But like I said, not now. I've gotten personal stuff enough. Read that message either. I read it, Paula. I did read it. But fucking, I didn't want to say shoving spells into your GF out loud, so. Yeah. I don't know. That's a problem. On top of my other, like, nitpicks about 6, which have deterred me from doing a full playthrough thus far, Pixel Remaster is fine, but I don't like the RPG maker. I don't like the RPG maker of it. I was like, pixels, and then it has like an After Effects particle go across the screen. Still a good game. I'm just being heavily nitpicky. But to be fair, Final Fantasies are really long games. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I'm not feeling comfortable at the start of it, I'm like, I have to spend a lot of time doing this. Am I going to, you know, feel better about it later? So, I will probably play 6 at one point, if nothing else. If much like Kirby, people are really fiending for some Final Fantasy, I can always be like, I will do largely blind playthrough on stream in order to kick my ass into doing it. No, Japanese. Well, aren't they the same now? Because Final Fantasy VII has always been Final Fantasy VII. So, even though 6 was released as 3, at what point did they say, fucking, okay, we lied to you, it's Final Fantasy VI? You know what I'm saying? By the era of the PS1, they were done lying to you. In part because you actually bothered to buy Final Fantasy VII. So they're like, okay, after 7 came out, well, there you go. Yeah. Another good Super iPetchel video. Him kind of breaking down Final Fantasy's impact across the globe. which does kind of share some stuff with his Dragon Ball video, which I praise for its presentation, in that it is somewhat looking at it through the lens of back then, and not just, you know, reviewing Final Fantasy VII for modern generations. So it is kind of that to a degree, because he talks about how good the writing is. So who? This guy, Juice? Yeah, he's depressed. Cahill, why is Fossil Ad so sad? Well, I let him use the internet and he found out about misogyny. Oh shit, see? Oh, fucking, what did I... How did I... Do I not have a throne command? Why don't I have a throne command? Juice, how do I give you access to Moobot? Moobot. Not Moobit. I don't know what that is. OMG, so you log into Moobot. Alright, let me pull up. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not even pulling up Moobot on... I'm pulling up chat so I can read it. What? Connect with Twitch. Cahill Comics. I assure you that is my thing. Password. My password is password. Did I put down my Twitch login somewhere? Passwords. Social security number. Let's see if it's this one. Streamer successfully derailed. Well, fucking... Oh, I've received an SMS code. Update now. Okay. Juice, what do I... giveaways. No. I need the... Permissions. Dashboard editors. Add an editor. Oh, Juice. 17. Added Juice. Permission group. I guess that works. Juice, see if you can do shit now. If not, then... Oh well. Well, so what commands do I have? I feel like I would have put a throne command on there. Special features, no. This is not good. A mobile. Blacklist of phrase. Juice. Custom command. Oob, webtoon. Y'all should use !oob to help out people on Operation Olive Branch. In order to make sure that, you know. Yeah, I don't have a throne. Whoop. Okay. Oh my lord. Anyway. Apart from me being an incompetent streamer, back to stream. What's Cahill up to this time? We're back to stream. Now on Disney Channel. Hank is breaking, and Jesse is bad. We're back to Breaking Bad, this time on Disney Channel. It's Juice. I love them. Is my thing?
You shouldn't.
I do. Okay, Juice, since you're here, let's talk about it. This is what I was going to call you out on. So, I mean, this is just a general thing you do with everything being transactional. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, I feel like you said something about that recently, and you're like, y'all owe me nothing. And I'm like, you are an incredibly competent and an active mod on my Twitch channel for no reason. So I do owe you things. I refuse to believe otherwise. What say you, Juice? Hello?
What say me?
What
What?
what did
Me? How did you? All right.
Paul, I think Paula put it. Yeah. What did
What'd you
me?
get, Colin?
That alert is too tiny to ever see what it is. But what did you do? I could see later. But I'm curious now. Papa, I want a pony now.
Too bad.
Hey, do you remember, Juice? Did any of the kids want to buy an Oompa Loompa in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Was that a thing?
I cannot remember.
They need to learn about the 13th Amendment. You can't do that. Not to the Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas would kill you in your sleep, almost certainly. They'd go, Oompa Loompa, doopity-doo. I have a shiv, it's coming for you. Oompa Loompa, doopity hey. You won't live to see another day. Can't speak this book though. Well, it wasn't Rodald. Listen, pretty sure Rodald Dahl was a dick, and Gene Wilder seemed cool. So, if we're gonna go by one of them, Juice, what's your favorite fun fact about Gene Wilder?
I thought Gene Wilder was a lady for a long time.
How did that work out for you?
I found out that
He was a man.
that's a man. Yeah.
I like the part where he shoots a racist in Blazing Saddles, and then everyone high fives him. That was pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know that general was the thing of cultural reception to Mel Brooks movies these days. I was just watching it with my mom one day. And we were like, a comedy.
Comedy.
I was like, that is William Wonka. Neato. The kid or the parent wanting to buy an Oompa Loompa. They need to cut that out. That's why they didn't survive the Chocolate Factory. The Chocolate Factory said, I will not allow any looking to buy a person to leave my premises. Then they gobbled them up. Juice, was there a movie you were very afraid of when its commercials came on as a child?
The Ring mostly.
Yeah, okay, well mine was Monster House. So,
I fucking love Monster House.
I mean, it's a good... Oh, I should have put that in the... I put together the animated tier list. Oh, that's a very good command, actually, Juice. Good work. But I have seen it. It's been a while, but spoiler alert, guys. We're doing an animated movie tier list on Tuesday, and I like there's not like the Scooby-Doo movies on there for probably multiple reasons, but I've narrowed it down to, you know, theatrically released movies that I remember a decent enough amount about. Decent enough to be like trash tier. Good tier. So, if if there was a movie I saw on Wikipedia or what have you, and I was like, I remember having the ticket stub for it, I don't fucking remember seeing the movie, then it's not on there. She was a spy for the British agents and the Nazis in World War II, and the way he did it was sexing up one of them at such a high he couldn't. I can't do this anymore. Oh my goodness. Do we not have alert command before?
No, there was. I just wanted to change the first sentence to be
That's
like
fair.
in theme.
Damn. See, this I owe you. I owe you several chicken Alfredos. You're gonna wake up one day and see an all-you-can-eat Italian buffet in your house.
Oh.
There's gonna be the guy from Lady and the Tramp there being like, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Alfredo. That's the thing I know about Roto Doll. I don't think I have not seen the Felix the Cat movie, Paula. I mostly was going through like the Wikipedia pages for major animation studios and a couple that I remembered offhand, and we already have 124 to go through, so most, if not all, theatrically released animated movies I've seen are included. I don't know if did the Felix the Cat movie come out when I was born, after I was born? Because it might not have. I was born in 1999, the turn of the century, when steam was the new power and cars were just taking off on the highways.
I don't think that's correct.
I don't think that's right. Pretty sure it was before then. Damn it. Yeah, because honestly, I've probably seen too many straight to DVD animated movies to be like, oh, yes, put that on the list too. There's so many of them. Hollywood doesn't respect animation. Might shock you to hear.
Does shock me.
No, I'll be unshocked.
Can't.
Juice, this is gonna shock you. Hollywood is an exploitive and dangerous industry.
Oh my god, what?
Excuse me? Beat their ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. Straight to DVD. Damn, gotta make me feel. No, you say that, Paula. I have a bunch of VHSs directly behind me. I don't know if any of those were straight to DVD though. I should put the Rugrats movie on there. I remember the Rugrats movie, and that was theatrically released. I put SpongeBob on there, and I was like, but Nickelodeon didn't make any other films. Wrong. They did, however, make several bad decisions, but, you know, for that...
That's unrelated.
That's unrelated, and also go watch your local documentary about it. You know, your local one. Juice, what would you make a documentary about?
That's a good question.
I feel like mine would have to be like the sea or something, because I could do important social issue, but I don't know if I'd be able to like structure it as well as, you know, as doing something about the ocean.
I think mine would be the mishandling of people with vulvas in the medical industry.
I have heard about that. I remember fucking Justin McElroy, a local person you've slandered, on one of his podcasts, mentioning that like certain kinds of soaps weren't good for people with vaginas, like something about that, or like don't use that in the bath. It's not a good medical thing. And his wife, his bi-wife energy wife is a doctor, so He probably got it from her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Make an extended version of this. Comic book superheroes unmasked. With 20 years tracked on. You say that, Kingfisher, but when I was a kid, it sounds like an incredibly similar documentary came out. I believe it was Superheroes: The Never-Ending Battle on PBS, but not kids. This shit wasn't for kids because they talked about the Punisher, who is also known as Gunman. And you know, there's a comic page where Spider-Man calls an Avengers meeting, which is something he's done like twice ever. And this one was over the Punisher because he got fucking sick of him. Also, that's completely valid, Kingfisher. But, and like, Wolverine and Captain America were there. And Wolverine was like, hey, we're both killers. So are we really gonna let them do this to Frank? And I'd be like, I would argue that Frank Castle kind of has an indiscriminate kill rule where y'all guys are a bit more choosy about who you're doing it to. This man over here is a military captain, so like whether or not you even agree with the moral sentiment, I would still argue Frank Castle is probably a problem. So heck, Cap's gotten sick of Punisher too, so most people who have read comics, I'll say that just to throw some shade, know that Punisher is kind of meant to be a dickhead. So even more so than Deadpool. Deadpool is mentally ill and sympathetic in a lot of ways, in that people really don't understand what he's going through or how messed up he is. Frank's a dickhead. He's messed up too, but he's also just a dickhead. Juice, are you just ravaging Moobot in the back closet over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I still, and this is not something you need to fix, I'll do it later, which I've been saying for a while. I'm pretty sure I still have a Twitter underneath the stream, and I don't have a Twitter anymore. Gross. So... Cahill Comics. If you go to cahillcomics.com, there's a picture of my butt there for you.
Why is Shaggy announcing that? 1, 2, why do you have a picture of your butthole on the internet?
Good. Doesn't everyone?
No. No.
I should make a one of those business card websites for myself, and it has a link where it's like, yeah, I have one with like a pepper and some fire next to it, and it has the OnlyFans logo. And then you click on it, and it takes you to the Wikipedia page for autism. So that'd be pretty fun. Shut up. Yeah, that was Civil War. Maybe not the best, Marvel comic, but always good to see Captain America punching the Punisher. So
It was good to see Captain America punching.
yeah. I was thinking about this because most people do not like Ultimate version of Captain America. They don't like Ultimate version of many things, mostly just Spider-Man. Only read Ultimate Spider-Man, right? That universe isn't really worth much outside of Spider-Man and Miles Morales. But something funny that occurred to me is there are like, mainline Steve would never. He's much better than this. And not only is that true, but what it got me thinking of was that since Captain America is technically the same character he is now as he was in the legitimate comics being produced in the 1940s during World War II, there is a much more legitimate case than any other like fucking superhero that like 616 Steve Rogers is the Captain America. He is the singular Captain America. Simply because like, the original comics went on for a while and then stopped, and then the 616 carried it from there. So, like, they are directly continuing from those comics, whereas I would argue other comics typically are continuing from 616. So, it's like, no, this one is the Cap America. He's the one who punched Hitler, and we love it when he does that. Very upset about Hydra Cap. I mean, that was a whole reality. I will say one thing. It's a good thing it was a reality writing shenanigans instead of just Captain America secretly being a Hydra agent the entire time. That part's good. I haven't read fucking, I think it's Secret Kingdom. So, Secret Empire. So, I can't say more to that, but at the very least, it wasn't trying to propose that Captain America has been in deep undercover for the Nazis the entire time. That'd be insane. All that this wasn't Cap being Cap. Yeah. Nuh-uh, it's him being him. They're trying to pull a ruse that no one believed. Because Captain America is a good boy. You look up the word good boy. You know, singular word. And Captain America's in the dictionary right there. So. Yeah, that's not good. Not a good way to run promotion for comic. That people have guessed the twist already. Just ignore them.
Okay.
Yeah. Juice, this is my final command. Ignore me forever.
I can't follow that command, sir.
Damn bit. Oh. It was worth seeing what happened. Alexa, divide by 0. And then she just says she's sick of my shit. But you know what? Same, Alexa, same. Lord, I'm pretty sure, like, one of the... if I'm not mistaken, I heard one of the CEOs in charge of, like, you know, all that AI shit is deeply in love with the movie Her, and just wants to fuck AI. And also, he made a rip-off Scarlett Johansson voice for his, and then she sued him, as she should, for so many reasons.
Yeah, honestly.
Scarlett Johansson, you've got your own problems, but yeah, no, that's the biggest reason. So, that's such the biggest reason to sue someone. I can't think of better uses of that legal system than that specific instance. Juice, have you seen the movie Her? With Jack in it, Phoenix?
No.
Damn. Have you seen SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yes.
Okay, you know Plankton?
Yes.
That's the movie.
What?
I haven't seen the movie yet. I don't know why I'm acting like an authority, but that... I wouldn't be shocked if that was true.
Fear.
So what was your inspiration for this artsy movie? I fucking loved Plankton as a kid.
I mean, I guess.
I also understand why he loved that sassy, thick computer.
I think it's time to stop talking. This interview is over.
This interview is done. You are bad. Get out of here. We here at Entertainment Weekly don't like to associate with your type. Now we are going to go spy on people. I'm pretty sure one of my family members has a Netflix account, and I need to use it one day to watch Godzilla -1. Give me credit for that at least, chat. I was like, I bought Final Fantasy 3 and 4 for decently cheap, and I was like, well, I definitely shouldn't temporarily get Netflix to watch Godzilla -1. That was never the plan. I was like, that's even more off the table now. I got myself the treat. The bag is secured. Juice, you ever fumble the bag?
Only a little bit.
That's fine. You do that thing where they like toss the football in their hands here and there, and then they finally like they get it.
Yeah.
Well, Paula, it's treason then. And I'll have an epic lightsaber fight with the CEOs as well. Juice, what company's CEO would you fight with a sword to the death? This is not a legally binding answer, but it could affect your future choices in Until Dawn.
Oh shit! Good thing I don't play that. Probably the guy that runs Bank of America.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Fraud people out of their money.
Damn bit. Well, he's got
via legal loopholes.
Yep, that's it. Sword to the chest. The pen might be mightier than the sword, but not in your office, dickhead. My sword is mightier than your pen. And it's on fire.
Oh no. Head's on fire.
My world's on fire. Oh, how about yours? That's the way I like it and never get bored. Man, I saw someone defending Concord at one point. I wanted to talk about this because a star came in and they're like, I'm playing Little Kitty Big City. And I was like, that game looked great from the Nintendo Direct I saw it on. Fucking Concord spent like 20 minutes on a cinematic trailer only for it to look like every other game in existence. Can't fucking believe they had the gall for that. So no, I will continue. There's not many times where I'm upset with a direct because I'm like, this is probably for somebody. No, I don't think Concord's for anybody. And I still don't know what it has to do with the grapes. Except my grapes of wrath. Man, I read The Pearl by that guy in school, and I still don't know what Grapes of Wrath is about. Fuck Congress. It's not even the best hero shooter in the direct. I was about to say, I was more upset because when we rated Chen the other day, Chen was just like, was making fun of Marvel Rivals. And I was like, fucking, I get it. I understand for several reasons, but also because fucking a direct with a PlayStation presentation with 20 minutes of a different hero shooter doesn't need more time spent on another already announced hero shooter. But A, it looks better. And B, without wine and hangovers. Like Tuscan Sun. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's paid attention to this since I mentioned it on a stream with Zaid. In terms of like a co-op game I'm excited for, I'm keeping my eye on Jump Ship, which is a game where you're space pirates, like looting shit. And you can, and one person steers the ship and the others just kind of hang out. And you land and you get stuff and it's cool. I want to see more of it. I can't wait to see it come out. I hope it's good. I hope it's not bad. Who knows though? I'm just a little guy. Hey. Juice is just a little guy. Juice is just a little guy. It's theirs. That's actually a very good command for you, Juice. Of course, no one could do it better than you could. Juice out here doing it the best it's ever been.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Mm-hmm. I say so. What part of this is open?
Yes.
Damn. Oh, it's because apply to connected pixels only. There we go. I was doing a different sort of selection before. If I ever read book, I remember nothing about it. Man, I should keep reading Dune. I keep trying to read Dune, but so the fact that we've gotten sidetracked this stream makes this an appropriate topic, which is I keep seeing videos about ADHD, and I'm like, man, that sure sounds like me. But I refuse to get diagnosed and spend time doing that until I'm living by myself and can just spend days doing tasks I'm trying to focus on. Like if I'm alone and allowed to focus on things, then I can't, and then I still don't, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I should go get checked out. But until I'm able to do that, but by itself, then I refuse. I'm sorry, Miss Jaden Animations. I will not follow you down this dark path. Jaden Animations has ADHD. I left that comment on the video. And I just wanted to repeat it. Cheers, who's your favorite ace person that you know?
Hey.
Is he the only ace person you know?
Yeah.
I figured, and I was hoping that, because otherwise the bit would get awkward. Cahill, several people in my home life were ace. If I say anything here, they'll think lesser of me. They'll be hurt. Juice people pleaser Juicington.
Excuse me?
Juice soft spot Juicington.
No.
Juice Bradley Upper Crustington the Third Juicington.
That's a lot of names.
Juice I piss behind movie theaters Juicington.
I only did it one time.
Have you actually?
No.
Okay. When I was a kid and we would go on road trips, they'd have us pee in the woods because, you know, we were like 3 and we weren't good at holding in pee. So it was either the woods or a piss car, and no one wanted piss car. So
no one wanted piss car.
No one wants piss car. So in real emergency, they'd be like, to the woods with you. Go until no one can see you. And then my brother got taken by a wolf.
Oh.
Rip him. Gone and easily forgotten. What were we talking about again?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Heck yeah, Kingfisher. I hope you have a good relationship with your ex, or else I'm afraid of what that sentence means. Normalize good relationship with ex-partners. Because otherwise they've seen your dick and your parents and they've got to die. So.
Why do they have to die?
Because no one can have that much power over you.
Oh.
You know my kinks, and you have my parents' phone number. You cannot be trusted. Oh, that's good. Otherwise,
hey, can I have your mom's phone number?
No, not at all.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Damn it.
Pig would probably be the only person I trust with my mom's phone number out of our friend group.
I'm not gonna call her.
I love Juice a lot. I don't think there's anything they and my mom need to talk about. Shrink. Okay. Chat, did you know? Penis.
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 Happy Pride Month, everyone. Me and my family were having dinner tonight, and the Pride Parade was on TV. And they were like, oh! That was it. They're like, oh, Pride Month. End of conversation. My family will talk about other things. They don't got that phobia. They just have nothing to say. I feel like I would like to think that if a family member did have any phobia in them, I'd be pretty good at shitting on them. So I'd hope so, at least. What's up?
Your little guys are Walt and Willie, yes?
Yes. Are you making a command for them?
What? No.
No. No.
Nuh-uh.
They're triplets born. The throne awaits. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children. Separate. Bide your time. Lie in wait. While up underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. Then it ends in 16 episodes.
Also, what's the definition of... Oh, sorry.
There you go.
What's the definition of a scallywag?
A what?
Scallywag?
A scallywag? Let me look it up.
I see.
I'm pretty sure scallywag, if it's not nautically based, is just kind of like punk. A person who behaves badly but in an amusing or mischievous rather than harmful way. A rascal. That would be Walt and Willie.
Got it.
In fact, they're going to go up against a prominent figure from fiction in order to display that.
Wow.
Wow.
Blackbeard?
No. Blackbeard will never make an appearance in that comic.
Oh.
He's overrated as fuck. He did have a cool fashion sense, though. Long John Silver. Actually, I haven't thought about that, but he would be a good appearance in the comic. I'm taking that down for later. Here at Cahill Comics, we pride ourselves on stealing other people's ideas. We're an AI company now. Everyone leaves chat. As you should. Chat, if I ever do an NFT, then assume I've been body snatched first thing, and then kill me. Can't name another probably. I mean, I'd argue the shorter your pirate career is, and the more it ends in, I don't know, you getting caught and killed, then the less good of a pirate I think you are. Like for example, Mary Read and Anne Bunny got caught, but then they were like, pregnancy card, and they got away with it. So as far as we know, so pretty good for that. And they were like, we will use the sexism to our advantage, and I was like, you go, queen. Untuck, queen. They plead their belly. One-eyed Willie. I don't know. So Willie can never wear an eye patch. Understood. Thanks for that, Paula. I once knew a man. Lost both of his arms, one of his legs, half of his eye. What you call him? Bill. It's the Caribbean joke. I don't think Popeye is public domain. I could have Popeye make an appearance. I mean, fucking Mickey's already made an appearance. Except he's just like a minimum wage worker on a steamboat. I could give scientific reasons as for why Walt and Willie's world will never move past the age of sail, but they're cartoons, so I don't have to. Remember the Goonies. I mean, I remember the Alamo is the thing. I don't know if the Goonies were there, but... I love. So I always talk about my love for Alien Isolation, which honestly I feel like I should stream again at some point. But like that works as a legitimate sequel to Alien in so many ways, and it's hilarious to me that 30 years before that, an NES game decided to try and pull the same stuff on a much weaker console and be like, The Goonies 2, the sequel, already out, video game format on the NES. Next year, oh fuck yeah. I can do this voice, public domain now. That's not meant to be a Popeye voice, but it kind of goes into him. But Popeye is more like, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
I miss that.
We miss us some classic cartoons. I'd make Walt and Willie animated if it wasn't, wildly hard.
Very expensive and time consuming.
Exactly. If it would legitimately be maybe just better in several ways to just have them in a comic strip that I can handle myself. I'm just fucking vocal stimming with Popeye now. It's very fun to do. Does he sail in the cartoon?
He does.
Okay, good. I feel like I remember watching a little Popeye. Not like I wasn't a big Popeye kid. I was a Tom and Jerry guy. And I do feel like if I reach back, I remember him on like a tugboat. But he wouldn't be like the first cartoon character. Well, I guess he would be. He's wildly early on in the years of cartoons. But he wouldn't be the only cartoon character to be like, I'm this thing, and then he never does that action. Mario. You show me where you're an accredited plumber, you asshole. That's another reason to love Mario 3D World. Because they plumb! They plumb! Oh, Plum! Oh, thank you!
Professor Plum!
Man, I'm nervous for the next Zelda game. They're like, we're not gonna do... Well, I know they were like, we're not this. But that could just be like, we're not making a third Breath of the Wild. We're not making third game in same map with same basic engine. But I fucking love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think they're great games. So even when you're done exploring, then you go online and see fucking Japanese kids freaking the fuck out with the physics engine and the combat mechanics and doing the most insane shit you've seen in your entire life. And that's pretty neat. I saw that earlier today and that had me thinking about it, and I was just like, people talk about like Dark Souls replayability and other such, while they're like, well, once you explore in Zelda, blah blah blah. But fucking look at this shit you can do in the engine they built. Like, this is so cool. You can just do this. What if you just got good at this in the game? There's probably a lot of playtime, a lot of fun you can have. In Dark Souls, it's mostly I have one shot every boss. Wasn't even hard. That pig is Juice, we don't have roulette. Do not put roulette in, by the way.
No, I made it cute!
What's that?
I made it cute.
What's Q?
Cute?
Oh, cute. I don't see a response to it. Is it a problem?
Yeah, I think I didn't turn it on. It's not on.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the text and everything. I've been sitting here for 15 minutes.
True. I can tell. There's very rarely times where you'll just come in and hang out at Walt and Willie Asylum. Is the bad ending that they Shanghai you?
No, they just push you off the plank.
Yeah.
Also, Willie... that's not supposed to happen for me. I'm supposed to get the mod one. Oops.
Oops. There's a mod one?
Yeah.
Jesus is making my stream better than I've ever have. So, there's always that. I love my guys. I'm surprised for all the stuff I've ever posted online. Walt and Willie have done decently well, and they've been around the longest, so makes me happy and a little surprised. Damn, a traitor, a mutineer.
You know what? That's a better word. Thank you.
You're welcome. You couldn't stage a mutiny on a ship with a crew of 2? That's upsetting. That's more humiliating.
Don't be mean. Everyone was trying their best.
How many... I want to look someone up. Because, I mean, realistically, it should just be like a fucking Sea of Thieves boat. But... yeah, I think that's good. Walt and Willie sail on a Bermuda sloop, which has 8 guns on it. Just out the sides. If you haven't picked it up by reading the comics yet, please read the comics. God, please. It's called The Sinking Anchor. I mean, The Sinking Anvil. It's got a big anvil on the front. Paint it like a bullet bill, because it's a funny face. Willie's done his best to modify and refurbish it as to being the best the ship could possibly be. It's pretty fast and decently sturdy. Not like the fastest. I'm not pulling one of those. But it's a good ship. It'll outrun one of those man of wars anytime. Smaller and slimmer. Also, they don't typically go about raiding ships. They're usually looking for shit left behind by people. I've done my best to do a bit of world building in like the 8 comic strips already out. But you know, whether or not people care or notice, that's up to you. It's up to you. Let's go read a bunch of books. Hey!
You love that one.
I do love that one. Rah rah sis boom boom ba. Let's go read a bunch of books. What's up?
Apparently I broke Moobot.
No.
Beba got timed out for -1 second. Hello.
Beba has become a Time Lord. Beba said, I can see infinity. It doesn't end. It might just be little pirates, but I believe one day Walt and Willie can save the world.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ba, ba, ba. I just thought of the fucking Legend of Zelda song. Ba, da, 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 da.
That's the fucking 21st Century Fox, isn't it?
No, because in the Tears of the Kingdom trailer, they had like a big fucking sax going in the different trailers. Ba, da, 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 da. That was the other thing. It's like, instead of doing like their typical Zelda motifs, they're playing most of them backwards. So I'm pretty sure they orchestrated a few different songs around that to make them work. All my homies love the wonder and beauty of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. Unless you don't, in which case you are allowed to have your own opinions about games. But I swear to God, if I see you doting over Skyrim, I'm gonna be so upset. Have you heard of the High Elves?
No.
They've got the good kush.
Ooh.
The Elvic kush. Y'all wanna know something? So I've thought about this a lot. Weird transition. But Lord of the Rings and Berserk are 2 series that have the exact same visual language, but are the opposite of each other in two major ways. The first is tone, fucking obviously. The second is, as a rule of the world they live in, Lord of the Rings decreases in magic over time. The world becomes more of a natural place and less of a fantastical one, so that less magical things can happen the later in the world you exist. But Berserk gets more magical, more weird shit happens as time passes, as reality starts to kind of fold in on itself. Are you still trying to get your mod ending?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not doing it.
Well, I mean, not to do like, I know nothing of coding, but if it's just kind of being, if the thing is just like mods are automatically safe, maybe it's only playing the safe message as opposed to any custom thing you put in there. But I don't know about that.
Yeah, that might be it.
I do my best to logic out computer things, keeping in mind that computers are incredibly literal creatures. I know nothing of coding. I know nothing of Zack and Cody.
Oh, Zack and Cody.
Oh, piece of candy.
Oh, piece of candy.
How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her. It was supposed to be Honey Missed Autumn. Well, honey, you missed autumn by a long shot. Lord, golden age of Disney television. Where have the days gone? Now Miley Cyrus sounds like a zipper. Oh. I don't know if this is going to be too much information, but I say that keeping in mind that my sister managed to really mess up her voice somehow, and either she legitimately doesn't know how she did it, or she won't tell anyone. So, because she used to have a pretty high and squeaky voice, and then at some point it started sounding like she was 78 and had been smoking every day for the past 50 years. And I was kind of like evened out into the middle, like in between, but still, a voice irrevocably altered, I'll say that much. Hi!
Flowery?
No. Heck, when I do a weird hi, I always go for Temmie. Oi! Temmie!
Oi!
Oi! Lord. Doesn't Temmie have a game? Like an RPG she made?
Timmy has a few games. Well, I think it's up to 3 now.
She obviously does not need to put everything around Undertale, but also I would love it if Temmie was in some of them. Just that being said, she's really branched out to also make kind of her own mascot of just herself, so that's also very good. Temmie Loaf. Temmie's great. I adore her. Great artist. Her and Onsta are like my artist MVPs.
I didn't know that was a response, but okay.
Mubot cannot know love. They are just 1 to 0. How can you make love into a pattern of numbers?
Easily.
Oh my lord.
I do it.
I am the one. Love bots that moves. That's still not very high, unfortunately, Paula. Damn it. Mubot will never know. Lord, cows are great. I wish hamburgers tasted less good. That goes the same for fried chicken. Fried chicken is fucking delicious.
Why is chicken so good?
Why is chicken so good? I will say that thing. On a practical level, I would say it'd probably be better to stop eating cows and pigs on a large scale, because they're big and they take a lot of resources to manage. Chickens, on the other hand, we can keep eating them forever, which is kind of a shame because they're also adorable, like cows and pigs. But but also easy to eat. So,
easy to kill.
Easy to kill. So I mean, that is another part, isn't it? It's like chickens don't take a lot of doing, so probably better. Anyway, y'all. I'm not saying switch vegan, but consider just less meat. Put a little less strain on your relationship with cows and pigs.
I ate pork chops for dinner.
Oh, well. It was already done. Listen, as long as no one is out here having veal, don't you dare, don't you dare have veal. Juice, please.
Veal is my favorite meat.
Juice, it's literally baby cat. It's specifically baby cows.
Oh, wait, not veal. Wait, yes, veal. I like veal.
I also ate pork chop. Damn it. Just be like, the innocence makes it taste better.
No, I love veal, but I love lamb more.
You know what I want? From now on, I want every cut of meat out there to be a Wagyu cut, okay? I need to know that bare minimum, this lived an amazing life, and the shorter its life was, the more pampered it was. So, I need that to become an international law. If nothing else. You shut up. Don't bring modern day shit into this, okay?
Okay.
So, I know no one cares about international law. It's the first question everyone asks in school. It's like, how do they enforce that? The teacher's like, they don't. And everyone's just like, well, that's not good. And who the hell is even Geneva? That's not... What's the... Juice... There's an Indian goddess that sounds like Geneva. What's her name? Do you know? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Damn it. I feel like I should get more into
Ganesha?
etymology.
Ganesha?
Ganesha. Oh, that's probably it. We'll give you
Thank
half
you,
credit.
Google.
Did you literally look up fucking
Yes.
Hindu goddess sounds like Geneva?
No, I just looked up Hindu gods.
Gotcha. Doesn't one of them look like an elephant?
Yes.
Because I know Vashnu is the one with many arms and cool bow, and he's very good at shooting bows. Because I mean, it'd be kind of embarrassing if you weren't. So many arms. Would you fucking imagine?
Ganesha is the elephant one.
Oh! I was thinking of a lady, but maybe I just had my wires crossed. Like I said, I need to research it more. I also want to get more into Norse mythology, but I already know much more about that than Hindu mythology. Fucking Greek is overrated. But you're trying to do Greek mythology while competing with Percy Jackson, Hades, and Disney's Hercules? Get out of here. Who cares anymore?
You know, Chad. If you want to know something about African gods, Shadow and Bone is a great little thing to read.
Oh, what is it called?
I think it's called Children of Shadow and Bone.
Oh, I'd be willing to read that because fucking, like I saw like a TikTok that was going over it, just like, you know, as opposed to all the mythological animals we all know, here's some African ones that are much lesser known, and then it listed them. Hey, let me ask you something. Yokai aren't religious, right?
Some of them are.
Okay. I was gonna be like, were they the first Pokemon where people were just like, we want little dudes? It's feudal Japan, and the only thing that could make life better right now is if I knew there was a little guy I could meet and befriend, or maim me, one of those. Toilet
also,
Man.
I'm going, Toilet Man?
Toilet Man, yeah, the fucking, he was like, blue or red, and you're like, red, and then he stabs you, and then he's like, blue, and then he chokes you.
Yeah, that
and
guy.
He lives in the toilet.
Fair enough. He sure does.
Go on.
Correction on the African mythology. It is called Children of Blood and Bone.
Gotcha. Black Panther's cool. It's not about African mythology.
It has a little bit in there, but...
That has a wholly made-up nation. That being said, they also did it for Europe, so... Latveria. Vote Dr. Doom in the upcoming election, guys.
Okay.
Has he ever fucking, who would, I mean, I guess he can because he's not an American citizen. Damn it. That, and he wouldn't be now. Like, there's fucking no, there's no, but that should have been his first plan. Just run for president. If he's so smart, that would have been the easiest way to do it. With that being said, that's the whole gimmick, isn't it? Victor Von Doom is the smartest man to ever live, but he has an ego so big, it is literally always getting in the way. And you kind of gotta respect him for that, because he knows. How could he fucking not? But he also toons where he wants to. Doom toons where he pleases.
He sure does. Why does he do that?
That's not what the actual panel says, but it is dangerously close.
Oh.
Because Namor is like, don't do that. And then he's like, I'm going to. And then he does. So he doesn't say, I toot where I please, but it is the sentiment.
I mean, he does toot where he pleases.
He also demands that children get a full 8 hours of sleep every night.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what his general idea on, I guess, unions or whatever. Doom will represent the interest of the worker better than any union can, and then he actually does, because, you know, he's not bluffing. He refuses to be outdone. Except by Stretchy Man. I definitely have said this before, but I love how, like, stretchy characters include, like, Luffy and Jake the Dog and Plastic Man, and then you have Reed Richards, who is just wildly, he's a big fucking nerd. and he's not being just like, haha, wacky powers. He's like, I'm a man of science. Please respect me.
I'm going to do my science things while I stretch my arm across the lab.
Yeah, that's his whole. I did like that because I remember I saw a video essay on how Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is like one of the best Marvel cartoons ever, and one of the best adaptations of Marvel as a whole into film format, especially considering how the MCU has gone in the past couple of years. But like, they had some good Fantastic Four episodes with Doom and everything, and part of that was like showing Mr. Fantastic wasn't using like stretchy powers to fight. He would just reach for shit and put it together to make a gun. Because I mean, fucking, he's the smartest man in the universe. He knows just how to make a gun from anything. So that's what he does to fight.
Yes. Sure.
This is why I need to read more Fantastic Four. They have a great place in comics history and are usually overlooked due to mainstream problems. But I also feel like I saw a post the other day being like, The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie. And I mean, you know, like, yeah. Probably. It's a family movie about 4 superheroes. But spoiler alerts, that's fucking Incredibles is probably going in S tier on the animated films list. But not as many films do family drama as well as The Incredibles do, for several reasons. They didn't need Adam Driver punching a wall every day. That's the end of the sentence. Adam Driver, I will pay you $10 million to scream the word every day. Lord, I'd make that my alarm, except for the fact that it'd probably get me off on the on the wrong foot each day. I'm just wildly angry to be awake. Okay, Cahill, how do you get out of bed angrily? Mad. Just how do you get out of bed every day?
I roll.
That's a good way, honestly. Do you go lump?
And then I do not the most, but I roll and fall 3.5 feet onto the floor.
Well, yeah, that'll happen. Or working at the hospital, the cleaning people, they raise the beds as to clean the floors and everything properly, which is good, but they leave it there, and these are hospital beds meant to have like a lot of mobility. So then I bring someone in and their bed is at the ceiling, and I'm like, you're not, even if you can walk, don't go. I'm not making you jump up there. Don't. Let me get it real quick. And they're even when they're plugged in, because like sometimes stuff works when it's not plugged in because it's got a little battery, but it tends to be slow. But even when the beds are plugged in, they're slow to come up and down. So I bring it down and it takes like 5 minutes to get to the floor where it's supposed to be. That being said, my boss is always like, is there anything I can do to make your job easier? And I'm not telling on people. I'm not just like, yeah, tell the nursing department, stop being nerds. I don't care if they're going through cardiac arrest. I've got places to be. It's pretty easy. I believe I've said many times my job is just moving people around the hospital. When something's happening, they're typically just like, no! And I'm like, okay. And then I don't bring someone somewhere. Because someone said no. It takes very little to just not do a thing. Statistically, you are far more likely to not do a thing than to do a thing. Did you know? Did you know? Shigeru Miyamoto's inspiration for Pikmin was the voices in his head. He said, and I quote, "I see little men."
Oh my goodness, you see little man.
This is why fucking Miyamoto hasn't been seen at a public event in a while.
Oh. Rest in peace, Miyamoto.
He's not dead.
Oh.
He might as well be, though. He is clinically insane.
Yeah, that checks out.
Miyamoto was quoted as saying, "Italians go wahoo." He was removed from the premises.
Oh, okay. I was to say, was he?
A reporter asked, "Shigeru Miyamoto, have you ever met an Italian person in your life?" And he said, "Never." Lord, if y'all haven't seen fucking Jaden Animation's fucking Japan video, you should. Not her first one, the one she did with her friends that Pokemon brought her out for. Because she, yeah, exactly. Because she bothers to talk about that she's a big One Piece fan, which she hasn't mentioned before. And they were going through like an anime store, and a Japanese kid looked at her friend Alpha Rad, who has blonde hair, and said Sanji, because he had seen one white man, and that's the best interaction anyone could have. So I don't look like any One Piece character, because I'm not Brazilian, and Kobe has pink hair. So
That's not true.
what? That I'm not Brazilian?
I mean, no, you're not Brazilian, but I think if a Japanese kid just saw you for the first time and was watching One Piece, they would like, oh, that's Bellamy.
Bellamy?
Yeah,
that's
pre-time skip.
Yeah, that's fair, but still.
You're not fucking jacked yet, so...
No. I'm trying to think. Is there anyone... I mean, I feel like Usopp. That's who I relate to. But in terms
You're
of
not black.
like, that's true. But that's not the part I'm relating, Juice.
Oh.
I said I relate, not that I look like.
I thought we were still on the look like train.
No. Kobe is trans, the actor, I mean. And Kobe. Listen, there's a fucking trans your gender fruit in One Piece. There's no reason for half the sea not to be trans.
Okay, but hear me out.
Yes.
Kobe's hair is pink.
Yes.
And he's a Marine, so he's always wearing blue and white.
I mean, that could be on purpose, honestly.
And Oda knew.
Oda knew. Lord, People are always like, this is the coldest photo ever, but the coldest photo ever is legitimately Oda with his back to the camera, holding a straw hat, looking at people watching the One Piece live action, and no one knows he's Echira Oda. That's the coldest photo ever. That would be like if Van Gogh went to the... Not Van Gogh. Da Vinci went to the fucking Louvre and no one knew. He just looked at the Mona Lisa like, yeah. I saw someone post Krakow Mom today.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, specifically, the joke was him and Robin in a meeting. And Robin was like, this is the longest 2 hours of my life. And Croc was like, wait till childbirth. Robin was like, what? Like... it is completely... Of all the things that are going to be answered in One Piece, especially in the next couple chapters to come out, it is totally likely that Oda doesn't really care enough to be like, this is Crocodile's secret, and this is Luffy's mom. Especially because he's been like, I'm not going to include Luffy's mom. And if neither of those get answered by the end of the series, then fucking... then Croco is Luffy's mom, and no one can say otherwise. So...
Look, there's a completely reasonable plotline as to why Croc would be Luffy's mom.
Yeah. There's a reasonable series of events upon hearing that Luffy is the son of Dragon. And Croc is like, well, damn it. Child support.
Well, no, because theoretically, if Crocodile was a woman,
yeah,
I would assume she would have been butch as hell. And she found Dragon and was just like, I want to be this man or I want to fuck this man. And unfortunately, she chose fuck now. First.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ivanko found her and was like, girl, you're a man.
Yeah.
Fruits you.
Didn't even ask, because that's what Eva does. So.
Mm-hmm. And then he just decided to do crime.
We love crime. Be trans, do crime.
I mean, don't take over a whole nation. But, like, be trans, do crime.
The nation.
It does. But a peaceful desert nation that wasn't doing anything to anybody.
Too real. And also, fucking...
Oops. I forgot.
I always think about that, in terms of, like, fiction with monarchy. Because I think it's actually a legitimately good argument for monarchy, as far as I'm aware, that when you have a really good monarch, things are really good. It's just the problem that people tend to die, so that can't last forever. But, like, that's the case in Alabasta in One Piece. So, Croc, don't mess with it. They got something, they're cooking right now. But yeah, when you have one really cool person saying how everything should be, and then everything is really cool, I can imagine things are pretty cool. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think.
Whoa. Hot take.
Hot take. Good leaders lead good. Juice, do you remember the statistic for how many people in, like, Central Asia have Genghis Khan DNA in them?
No.
Okay, I said it was 1/3 the other day, but that's definitely too high. Let's look it up real quick.
I was doing that.
Okay, you tell me then. This would be like Genghis Khan DNA.
In 2003, a study found that 8% of men
That's not 1/3.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not.
8% had Genghis Khan DNA.
Yeah, 8% of the men.
Gotcha.
It says nothing of women.
For some reason. Fucking... That was the other thing. Shout out to Jaden Animations. Again, wildly more successful than me. But she very recently released an ADHD video, of which I was talking about. And she was like, it's less searched than women. And I was like, fucking why? You morons.
Oh. There are no women because they track the Y chromosome.
Damn it. Man, trust your doctors, everyone, but I don't trust doctors. Well, like if
trust your doctors, but sometimes they're talking shit.
They're just the worst. Like, the more you interact with doctors, the more you're just like, fucking this guy. Like, yeah, it works out, and it's better to have gone to them than not to have, but fucking... You know, when I think about it, Robin is very close to Batman in my head, in that she is so traumatized that I don't necessarily want to see any sexy things. It's like, that person needs therapy. The only Batman that doesn't need therapy is Brave and the Bold. He's doing okay. Heck, he works out his problems in the TV show, so he's doing pretty good. Could be worse. Could be a dick to his son. And his son is Dick.
You gotta stop shitting on stream.
I've hurt myself. I pulled something. It was important.
What happens when you stop pushing so hard and you wouldn't hurt yourself.
The child. The child is
the
coming.
Child?
The child. Well, that was a thing in the X-Men 97 reboot. Was Jean was like, they're coming, and the room was like, Sinister, Magneto, and she was like, the fucking baby, you Canadian moron. She didn't say those words specifically, but sentiment. Wolverine is great for a couple of reasons, many of which are not related to the Hugh Jackman movies, but Hugh Jackman is great for a lot of reasons not related to the Wolverine movies. Like, he's great in those movies, but go on.
I like the Logan.
Yeah, the one where he's in Japan. Oh, wait, no, that's the old man one. I forgot.
The Logan one.
Logan. Olden.
And all those kids that get to kill guards.
Yeah. Be child to cry. We're gonna come back to this tomorrow and fix up diagrams and False Boy a bit. But for now, I go sleep. Let's see who we should raid. My playlist just started over again as I did that. Oh, I just realized I should go to pause, given that I just have the browser open. And we can't be showing the titties that they show on the Twitch homepage in Twitch. They'll get mad at me for showing their titty. I mean, there was that one time, I'm pretty sure I was streaming art too, and they were just like, boom, blubbles, front page. And I was like, fucking... What are we doing, guys? Guys, come on. Come on. Let's see. Big. Fucking. What? How about? How long has Big been streaming? Because if we can raid Big, we can just say Croco Mom. And we should say Croco Mom. So. As long as it hasn't been for too long, I would not mind raiding Big. We love a fellow pirate streamer around here. Honestly, probably shortest of people I'm watching, so let's just raid Big. It's on the edge, but I'm about to break. So, anyway, thanks for joining y'all. We'll finish this up tomorrow, since I've bothered to schedule 2 days of art before our big tier list stream. I hope to see y'all at both of those. See you around. Bye.